Melora Heavey. I'm with the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. And the panel we're kicking off now is financial literacy and young adults. And I'm thrilled to be here today to share with you our program to improve the financial futures of young adults, and also to kick off the other research that will be shared during this panel. Just a little bit about our campaign for young adults is called Feed the Pig, and really a little background on, you might not associate CPAs and a pig, but a little background on that is the AICPA is the National Association of Certified Public Accountants. We have just a little under 380,000 members. This program, which I'll be talking about in a moment in depth, is an extension of our 360 Degrees of Financial Literacy program, which is the CPA profession's volunteer effort to improve the financial understanding of all Americans, and 360 because it takes a life stage approach from childhood to retirees. And through our efforts since 2004, when we really formalized all of our volunteer efforts, we've reached millions of Americans through national and local outreach. And quickly about our Feed the Pig, it's a PSA campaign with the Ad Council. They're really the premier developer of PSA campaigns and really choose sort of social issues that are really need to be addressed. I'm sure you're all familiar with Smokey Bear. Drunk driving, buzz driving is one of their hot ones. They do a lot around autism awareness as well. We chose 25 to 34-year-olds as our target audience. Really the decisions that they're making now in regards to their finances, whether good or bad, will impact their financial futures forever. And also we're seeing more and more the futures of their children. So we really have an opportunity. They're really the low-hanging fruit to make a difference in their lives. Benjamin Banks, who's up there in our upper right-hand corner, is our spokespig. That's really the Feed the Pig, an adult sort of grown-up piggy bank. Really, with this target audience, there's so much. I mean, I'm sure we all feel that coming at you every day with social media, advertising, just technology in general. And so looking ways to cut through that clutter. Our URL is feedthepig.org. That's the call to action to get them to save. And then very much traditional PSAs, national and local TV spots, magazine web banners, billboards. This is just a snapshot, again, really trying to get your attention, featuring Benjamin Banks, but then also some startling images to get their attention and to create action. And then in addition, one of the challenges that we have is always, this campaign launched in 2006, and how can we continue to get the attention of this target audience? How can we give them the tools and resources? What are the mediums that we can employ to engage them? And so in addition to those traditional PSAs, we're always evolving the other resources that we have. So of course a website, we now have a mobile site. We have weekly savings tips that are really just sort of short calls to action to improve financial behavior. And I encourage you, and of course, social media. And I encourage you, when you have time, all the PSAs are on our website. So check those out when you have a chance. We do so much research, and that's really what I wanted to share with you today. One of the things, as we get into these other panels, is the sort of in-depth and the information that this target audience is asking. And I think you'll see the 5 steps to financial planning that'll be shared in just a moment. And this is the type of information that they want. They know they should be doing it now. This hasn't always been the case, which I'll get into in a moment. But that it's so vital that we are reaching them, not just AICPA, but in all of our financial education that we do and outreach. So we do know, we do a lot of quantitative and qualitative research. We know we are making a difference. Those individuals who have seen or heard our PSAs take action, more likely to take action in managing their finances. So for example, discussing ways to save money, 84% versus 67% of those who haven't seen the ads. Learning more, calling a toll-free number. So really increasing that awareness that there is tools and resources out there and action should be taken. And as well as certain actions to save money. we really are encouraging this group to save money with long-term financial security. So, keeping a budget, bringing baseline comparison shopping, and increased savings when they receive a salary increase. So really all these are just very small actions, but that one can really make a difference. So the changing sentiments over time, and we started in 2006, and we're constantly doing focus groups, and when we went out in 2006, so the general sort of sentiment was really, why save? Savings, what is that? And if anyone was doing that, it was really just to save to take a vacation, save to just spend more down, in the short term. Then we went out in we did focus groups, and then one sort of a big shift we saw around 2010 with the recession was, why save? Why should I save for retirement? Yeah, I know it's in my future, but my parents have saved for retirement, and now with the economic recession, their retirement plans have taken a hit. They've had to postpone retirement. So what's the point? And now, what we're seeing with this target audience, we just finished our focus groups last week, our most recent ones. I am saving, but should I be doing more? And I think that the research that you're going to be hearing about in the presentations really get to that point and create tools and opportunities, not just for these individuals, but also for the individuals that these our target audience comes into contact with. So there's multiple opportunities and multiple messages out there and resources to get this target audience engaged in saving. One of the things though that was so scary that we were seeing now that we haven't seen is, yes, they are putting into their 401k or similar plan, and they understand the importance of that, and retirement is really far off, but they know that they should be doing that. But what they're using their 401k for, and it's really most of the time their only form of savings, is their emergency fund. So they might be saving, but as soon as they lose a job or cut back on hours or miss a car payment, boom, they tap that 401k. And so not only are they their short-term financial savings or short-term financial well-being is really hit by not saving, but then of course their long-term financial behavior, financial security is really taking a hit with that kind of with those kind of actions. And what we're also seeing, of course, is how their behavior impacts their children. One of the presentations you'll see today is, the importance of childhood education and the support for that. So one of the things that we did was develop Feed the Pig for Tweens, and there's copies outside. But really, as I think we're all aware, so often children don't get education. Their parents aren't teaching them money management at home. With our target audience, we're really seeing because they don't know, they're not confident in that. And so we've created this tool, a free math-based curriculum to help teachers and support teachers in teaching this in the classroom. It has several components. There's the classroom, there's an online game, and then this family savings goal, which is actually my favorite part because they're not getting that education at home. Here's an opportunity for the children to take what they're learning in the classroom and bring that savings discussion at home. And I don't have any hard evidence, but lots of sort of anecdotal how this is being used and the changes that this is the conversations that this is starting at the home and really engaging both parents and caregivers and their children in that getting that financial and savings conversation going at home. So with that, this is sort of our goal was just very general, just get them to save for long-term financial security. And the presentations you'll hear now are really more specific topics, really different specific strategies for different aspects of this. So with that, I'll turn it over to Dorothy.